How's your spring been going as far as the fishing? Because I know it's been really crazy with early being with all that rain bait that we had, and then later now we have a bunch of big bunker around. Yeah.
Yeah, no, spring's been great, honestly. We talked about it, but I had gone out early in the season, probably around April. I noticed some fish far out, as well as birds, just dive bombing the water. Later to find out that they're on some mega squid. I'm talking like 12-inch squid, which is pretty
Wow.
insane. Um, and basically, I didn't catch anything that day,
Hmm.
but I think I went out maybe a week later and first cast, and it was every cast after that. I told you I was fishing a Cocahoe minnow, just because it was what represented the little rain bait
Hmm.
probably best in terms of what was in my bag. I don't typically fish soft plastics unless
Yeah.
it's a rigged sluggo.
Hmm.
Um, but I went out probably 3 days later. I was fishing top water. I think I was throwing a spook
Hmm.
and was getting nothing. And the second I threw the Cocahoe on again, like lights out,
Yeah.
every cast. So beginning of the season, I've probably been out maybe 10 times, and accumulate, I want to say a cumulative number of probably around 50 to 60 fish. So
Wow. Yeah.
good
I mean,
start.
that's, yeah, it's definitely, yeah, I mean, better than I did early. I was not getting a lot early, but the same thing that happened to you is when I first saw that there were fish blitzing on this rain bait, or at least just pushing it around a lot, I threw on a little Rebel Smack It, yeah, right? Yeah. No, a
Yep.
little Rebel jumping minnow. That's what it's called.
I know the jumping minnow. Yeah.
Yeah. And they just, and normally like they'll crush that like no problem, and I just couldn't get them to hit anything. And then I put on little weightless 4-inch sluggo, which is really small, and I was able to get one little guy. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't able to get into a bite really early on. I was struggling to get just a schoolie here and there until I went to the estuaries. Yeah. So
Yeah. Well, if you look, because dude, I like, especially early in the season like this, like the first thing I'll throw on is a Zara spook.
mhm.
Um, Very similar action to the jumping minnow. Just top water, splashing around side to side. You're really just creating a disturbance. But if you look at the swim pattern of the rain bait, you
Mhm.
know, it even when they were being startled and pushed onto the beach by the bass, like none of them resembled any sort of pattern, um, swim pattern along the lines of that. So again,
Yeah.
I threw that my buddy. Thanks to him. If he hadn't given me that cocoa minnow and I'm watching the thing swim, I'm like, this is
Mhm.
perfect. It's just a little paddle tail.
Yeah.
Um, Again, you're just mimicking what's in the water, sort of
Mhm.
thing, and picking the right profile.